Alright, howdy guys, and welcome back to the monthly mini review. Today, we're looking at a level called Hermes. I thought I hadn't played this before, but turns out I already played this on a level request stream, and I remember kind of liking it, so I was excited to play it again, but I ran into some problems this time around. But before we get into that, let's get the good stuff out of the way first. The color slider at the beginning of the level is such a cool little novelty feature. Getting to decide the color of the level. It's such a unique and fun little addition. It personalizes every single playthrough of this level. The beginning section of the level does a really good job setting the tone. It starts off pretty sparsely, but it slowly introduces more effects as the music gets a little more involved as the stakes begin to rise. The design of the level feels kind of laser blitzy and minimal, so it really feels like this is the kind of level that puts emphasis on the gameplay. That's the vibe I'm getting. So the gameplay really needs to do some heavy lifting here if it's going to be the focal point of the level. And sadly, that's where this level honestly falls flat for me. The gameplay in this level just isn't very good. It's just not good gameplay. I'm sorry. For starters, this level does this really obnoxious thing where it gives platforms a little bounce when you land on them to give them some weight, I guess. Like your cube has actual momentum to it and it's actually impacting the environment. But what the actual effect is, at least for me, it just ends up feeling kind of janky. I don't know, I've never played a level that does this that feels satisfying to land on these platforms. It has never felt right to me. It doesn't feel like proper geometry dash, you know? This is not supposed to happen. Also, apart from that, some of the jumps feel like they don't line up properly. Like jump rings will not set you up correctly for the next jump ring in some instances. It just feels messily put together. Then we get to the drop, which I feel like that's where the level really falls apart for me. One of the reasons for that is that I just don't like the song. I like the build-up of the song well enough, but the drop just doesn't do it for me, man. I just don't like the weird fucking smashing kitchen appliances together noises that it devolves into. It just sounds stupid, dude. I'm not Anthony Fantano. I don't have eloquent music opinions. I can just tell you that I don't like the song. But that's one thing, right? I also don't like the gameplay here. Like putting jump rings in ship parts is tricky. It is something that should be done with great care. And I don't think it's being done with great care here. I also think it's too difficult. I think this level in general is too difficult for its own good, especially with the introductory part. It really feels like it's setting up an easy, fun travel-like experience, but that's just not what this level delivers. Like, it actually gets pretty difficult later on. This is easily a demon level, even though it doesn't give that impression at all in the first, like, 20% of the level. And I think that's kind of disappointing. And the same goes for the UFO parts, too. There's these jump ring chains that you have to hit, and you're basically just supposed to mash the button here, and it feels so unsatisfying. I just don't like button mashing, man. It's just not fun. If there's one saving grace to this level, it's the cube part at like 60% or something. There's a little cube part that I think has some cool involved gameplay. I think this is probably the best part of the level right here. I'm surprised that there's this many objects in this level, by the way, because it really feels like it's going for a minimalist look, but then there's 126,000 objects in this level. That feels like it definitely isn't necessary. Man, I'm just looking at the last wave again, and holy fuck, this is such a crapshoot. You're putting me in 4 times speed right at the end of the level. 4 times speed wave? That really feels unnecessary. Like especially for how intense the song is at this point, it doesn't match the intensity at all, I feel like. The song just sounds kinda... It just feels goofy, man. This is a goofy song. Come on. You can't make these noises and expect me to be tense. No. I refuse. This doesn't work. If the song was a little better, this level could easily have been a lot better as well. I guess it's just poor song choice. That's one half of the problem with this level. The other half is just bad gameplay. I don't think that would have been solved by a better song. It's sad to say, but I think that's basically the gist of my analysis. Anyway, special thank you to my grandpa demons on Patreon, Belfry Clock, Emma Bell Helium, and Yojin. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.